So nice decision.
Only 20 students. So in the last class, we were discussing about Ranga's marriage, right? Here the writer, how he elaborated about the surrounding of the village, right? About the ignorance of the geographers and cartographer that was mentioned, and the something different in Hosahali was the fruit, the mango, as well as the leaf creeper. Then how people unable to understand, unable to use English a decade ago, not either a single word they were able to use, they were able to understand. Once this incident happened with the writer, he was in front of Rama's house. He was with Rama's. He was in Rama's house at the time. One of the lady wanted to sell firewood. At the very same time, the son of Rama made a sentence in the local language, and he has used the word change, but the word was not being understood by the writer as well as the lady. So she went away without understanding the word of change. But the thing became a little normalized because there were a number of people they can understand English. That was the condition. That was the change in the village the writer was talking about. And at the very same time, what happened? The son of the accountant Ranga, after staying in Bangalore, after yes, any problem? I'm just repeating out. Anybody else? Any problem? After staying in Ranga in Bangalore, he returned to the own village and people gathered. There was a chance to happen black hole of Calcutta that was about to happen, but it didn't happen because Ranga came out from the home. He appeared, and suddenly the Janata, the crowd disappeared. After looking at Ranga, and at the very same time, they were checked whether he has the secret thread or not, Janewara, right? Whether he has lost his caste or he is keeping his caste identity high, that was being checked. When the lady checked, she got satisfied, she left, and the time Ranga left. Then after people melted away, after the crowd melted away, banished from the place, yes, the writer wanted to have a word with the protagonist, and in his conversation he wanted the protagonist to go for marriage, but in the conversation he denied that I don't want to marry because few examples he has given. Then he wanted the young girl who was in Rao's house, the orphan girl. He thought that he would be the right choice, right girl for the protagonist, but he denied. But by saying that the maturity, because he said that yes, I have seen one of the couples, they were happy, but if the girl wouldn't be that much mature enough, his words would be converted into agree or disassociation. And at the very same time, he made a context to made what is called as the narrator and the girl meet. He called the girl to his home, and he has given a call to the protagonist as well. And protagonist first heard the voice of the girl, and she got attracted. He wanted to look at her. She came to the home without asking, without any permission, and he was looking at her. But after looking at her, the writer said that she already got married. So what is the need of discussing about the girl? And the second thing is, I am already married, and you don't want to go for marriage. So what is the? There is no matter to discuss about the girl. So that was the discussion between them. Then he made another pre-planned, what is called as pre-planned context. He went to the priest or Jyotish or what is called as Pandit, and he said all the things about Ranga, and they went together to the priest, and the priest convinced the boy in the same way that if if he will go for marriage, namely few names she has called, right in between there was a name like Ratna, and he replied that, are you talking about the Ratna who is inside Rama's house? I don't know who the Ratna is, but the Jyotish Shastra is saying the same thing to me. I do not know who the Ratna is all about. Uh, so in between, uh, then what happened? He said that uh, Shastri was at the well when I went there that evening. I said, so Shastri, you repeated everything I had taught you without giving rise to any suspicion. That means in their previous conversation, the writer wanted him to tell few lines by which the boy will go for marriage with the orphan girl, the pretty girl. And he believed that the priest, the astrologer, made the same line as he discussed with him. But he says something different thing. And what a marvelous Shastra yours is. He didn't take it, he didn't like it at all. The line the priest didn't like. And he said, he repeated, he replied to him, what are you saying? What are you talking about? What you said to me was that I could have found out myself from the Shastras. Don't forget, I developed on the hints you had given me. That means I got few hints you told me in our previous meet, but all the points was from our Shastra. So that was not the thing I chanted from my side after listening to you or after following you. It is not like that. I have given the clue, the words, the direction. It is based on Shastra. It was uh, this was the line from the priest, and he says one line. Tell me, is this what a decent man says? That means you are miscalculating. You feel that this is not about the Shastra. Shastra did make the statement, this statement, because we have discussed. So this is the statement because of the discussion. It is not like that. As a decent man, as a reputed person, you're supposed not to have this kind of words. Then what happens? They got married. They got married, the girl and boy, after many years. After a long period of time, Gangappa had come the other day to invite me for a dinner. That means uh, he he has given a try from inside the girl to get married, and the same thing happened after a long period of time. The protagonist, the Ranga, came and invited him for a dinner. At the very same time, The narrator, Shyama, says, "What is the occasion? Why you are inviting me?" He says, "It's Shyama's birthday." Don't get confused. Two times the word Shyama, two character Shyama is being used here. It's it's Shyama's birthday. I don't know whether at the first, this is the first birthday of Shyama or second birthday, but Shyama's birthday. That means son of Ranga, son of Ratna. So Shyama is being kept because they thought that their relation is being created because of Shyama. In the name of Shyama, the writer, they have given the name to the child. So it's Shyama's birthday. He's there. It is not a nice name. The writer says, "Why you have given Shyama to your son? It's not a good name." Shyama, I said. I'm like a dark piece of oil cake. Why did you have to keep that golden child of such name? So why you have given this uh, old name to the golden child? Means the good-looking child. Why you have given the name Shama? It doesn't good. It doesn't look like good. What a childish couple you are. What a childish. Means childish means you are behaving just like a child. Ratna and you. What a childish couple you are. Couple, right? The word that means they have already married. They only call us couples. What a what a childish couple you are, Ratna and you. I know, I know. It is the English custom of naming the child after someone you like. British people of England, what exactly they do is they repeat names. History. Louis 14, Louis 15, Louis. That means the George Bush, George Bush second. George Bush was the grandson, I think, of George Bush. So they repeat their name. So this is a culture, this is a custom of English people. Your wife is 8 months pregnant now. Who is there to help your mother to cook? My sister has come with her. Right? My sister is there. She's helping out. I went there for dinner. Shama rushed to me when I walked in. I put in arm around my legs. I kissed him on his cheek and placed a ring on his teeny little finger. Allow me to take leave of you, reader. I am always there, ready to serve you. You are not bored, I hope. This is the line from the writer, right? Allow me to leave. Allow me to go out, readers. I'm your servant. Servant word is used in the story twice. In the middle of the story as well, he has written servant of you, and you is all about the readers. You want to highlight the word you for the readers. I hope the story I was talking about my village, right? Marriage of my village, Ranga's marriage of Ranga. You might not have bored. I hope so. So that was the story. So, any more question? Am I audible? Am I audible? Yes. So, if you have understood the story, I will have few questions. One by one, if possible, I will ask. I hope you can answer the question. Right here, there is a word. What kind of a person do you think the narrator is? Anybody else can answer the question? What kind of person he is? What kind of person the narrator is? Anybody else can answer? Yes. What kind of person the narrator is? Narrator is a good person, decent one, right? Very cultured, have love and affection for the village.
Sir,
the
well
surround-
mannered.
Sorry?
Well mannered.
Yes. And he had a great respect for the village, culture of the village, the surrounding of the village. And the mindset from the beginning to the end we got to know from the writer is all about. He was very determined, Ranga, to get married the girl, right? And what was the hidden idea of the narrator to for Ranga's marriage? That he thought that one who is very young and go for marriage, the rest of the life he will devote for the society, right? Or else if one is not going for marriage, the time he will spend for what is called as relationship or other activities which a young guy or young person does in the society, and it completes one uh, marriage occurs, right? The thought process of what is called as marriage and all the things will go away, and he will devote his rest of his life for the society, rest of his life for the village, for the betterment of the village. So that was the concept, right? He had. And one more thing we got from him is that he was very determined from the beginning to the end. And many contexts he has created. I think he has created two contexts. One, he given a call to the girl, and he had given a call to the boy. That means he wanted both of them to look each other, by which they will fall in love. And second context he created, he went to the Sastri, right? Even though Sastri at the end made it clear that it is not the statement you have given, and I didn't make any statement as you said to me in the last week, but the statement I have given is based on the Shastra, based on the calculation of the Shastra, even though he made the statement clear, but the intensity of the writer was to meet, to convince the Shastri uh, by by saying that Sastri will make few words which will allow Ranga to go for marriage the girl, the pretty girl. That was the determination he shows from the beginning to the end, right? Then they have also given him the return, the love return. As they have named the child in writer's name. That is also one of the love written, or what is called as the gift he got back from the couple, right? Anybody else? Do you have any points, or did I leave any point about the narrator to discuss? Anybody else? If this question will come in the exam of 5 marks, right? What kind of person do you think the narrator is? What would be the answer? Any points left by me? Are you listening to me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Gote gunda bhaliya gote koila re. Amitabh Bachchan bhaliya voice. Yes, sir. Kiye re? Who the Amitabh Bachchan is?
Subrat sir.
Okay,
Sir, yes,
Subrat
sir, କହିଲି sir
Amitabh
ଖାଲି।
Bachchan ki tamo class ro?
ନାଇଁ
Huh?
sir ଟିକେ ରାଉଡି ଗୁଣ ଅଛି sir ତାର ଟିକେ ରାଉଡି ଫିଲିଂ
ଟିକେ ରାଉଡି ଅଛି। ରାଉଡି ଗୁଣଟା ଭଲ ଯେ କ୍ଲାସରୁମ ଭିତରେ ଦେଖିଲେ ଭଲ ନୁହଁ ଆଉ। जो जगह राउडी गुणटा देखिया कथा से जगह देखिले better. Good. Okay. Okay, next question from my side. Indian society has moved a long way from the way the marriage is arranged in the society discuss. That means Indian society has moved a long way. There was a change in Indian society or Indian mindset from the way the marriage is arranged. जब कि marriage टा गोटा arrange होता now it is being changed. Huh? In the story as well, that is reflected, discuss about. Can you discuss about it? Can you discuss about it? Indian mindset, Indian society has moved ahead, moved away. The way arranged marriage is fixed in the society with respect to the story. Any points you have? Anybody else
Sir,
can
can
make
you
out
repeat
points?
again?
Here, Kohila, can you read? I said that the question, Indian society has moved a long way from the way the marriage is arranged in the society. माने समाज रे जो हिसाब रे मैरिज टा होतला अरेंज मैरिज होतला ओथे किछि परिवर्तन हेछि. There is a bit change in the society. Right? Discuss. Our view, exactly all the people will have the same view about it. You can give your opinion, you can give your view with respect to the story and with respect to the society, Indian society as well. This question would be for 5 marks, right? Can anybody else? Subrat Barik, can you can you say a few lines from your side? Here would a question pacharichi, does the Shastri played an important role in Ranga's marriage? Yes, one of the, yes. Anamika, yes. Shastri played one of the important roles. Kintu from the beginning to the end, the writer played very crucial or very important role in the marriage of Ranga. But yes, आमे कहि परिबा जे तार तो फाउंडेशन केतले पड़िथिला ता फाउंडेशन पड़िथिला जेतेबेले ता गीतटा से सुनिला द वॉइस वाज वेरी स्वीट. He got attracted towards the girl. तो गोटे ता भितर फाउंडेशन पड़िथिला जेतेबेले ताको देखि देला तो बहुत ता भितर गोटे माने he was something was eating him inside. किंतु हाँ तमे जोटा पचार जो शास्त्री कहीदेला जे कहीं शास्त्री कहवा माने इट इज इंडियन ट्रेडिशन इंडियन बिलीफ सिस्टम. गोटे शास्त्री बा गोटे ज्योतिष कहीदेव गोटे स्टेटमेंट आमे ताको पूरा सत्य त्रिवार सत्य भावुचे. बट कहार रोल टा बहुत बड़ रांगास मैरिज रे कहले आमे राइटर ही कहबा. But yes, Shastri played one of the important roles in Ranga's marriage. मु कहा क्वेश्चन पचारथिली. Who I asked a question? Barik.
Yes,
He
sir.
left. She पळेला मध्ये.
कुहंतु sir. अछि sir.
Yes. So what is your view or discuss about the way the marriage occurs in the story? Bhagavatam Ram. Tanusri Bag. Jigyasa Mahapatra. Swayam. Pragya. Sahu.
Yes, sir.
Yes. तो समस्त को ज्वर है चिरे मो भलिया.
No sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
वॉइस में लागु छी ज्वर कथा मने पकेले खास होची. सोफिक दिगल, सोरनिका पात्र.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Discuss माने you give your point, give your view. In Today, the citizens are given right to give their view and as well as they are allowed to take decisions regarding their life. But previously they were forced for the marriage, but now they are free. Correct. Kya लिखे जी? Adhyasa Dubey. Ha. Yes. So it is about Indian society. The story is all about Indian society. And there is a change, a bit change. Means here what exactly, what kind of marriage is this? Is it arranged marriage or this is a love marriage? This is, we can say this is a love come arranged marriage. Right? Why love or why love come arranged marriage? Because when he looked at the girl, he got he had love, right? And basically, what do you mean by arranged marriage? Arranged marriage means the parents initially get involved. They choose a girl, they choose a boy, and there was a discussion in between two families. After the discussion, they allowed the girl to look at the boy, or they allowed the boy to look at the girl. That was the second choice or third choice. That means the first choice was done by parents of two families, right? In arranged marriage. Then second choice, if the first choice is okay, means first take is okay, the second take is okay, then they go for marriage. That is all about arranged marriage. And previously, what happened? If we talk about 100 years back, what happened? They were not allowed girl to meet a boy, boy to meet a girl. If two parents, Jhiro Bappa and Poor Bappa meet each other, discuss about Jhiro and discuss about Poor. If they fix this one, then that means marriage is going to happen. The boy cannot deny, the Jhiro cannot deny. Right? That was happening. But there was a change in between in the selection of the process. They have given a second chance. Oh, yes, we have chosen from our side, but you just have a look, have a discussion with the girl, or have a discussion with the boy. If you like each other, then we can go for marriage. So that is the arranged marriage right now happening in this country, in the society. But here a bit change. What a bit change? The third person who get involved into it, right? He wanted the girl to marry, and here what happened? The boy looked at the girl, and he got a feeling for the girl, and they went for marriage. Right. So yes, there is a change in the mindset of the society from the ancient time, from the past to the present. And especially as Dubey written that there was a scope for what is called as for boys and girls to have a choice uh, to know, then marriages are occurring or happening in the society. So that is all about discussion about Indian society's view of arranged marriage or changes of Indian society of arranged marriage. Right? Anything I left from my side? Anybody else who wants to add few lines, few points? Subrat Barik, Subham Naik, Somaranjan Naik. Three of you can you make few points out? Omkar Patra, Nishant Majhi, Mukesh, Monalisha Rautrai.
Yes, sir.
Yes, can you make few points out? Jyotiranjan Sahu.
Yes, sir.
Yes, can you make few points out? Can you Jyoti, can you read the line Dubey has written? Do you
Sir,
agree with?
actually, those lines are not visible to me.
Okay. Oh, there may be a technical show. Okay, I'm reading. The way she wanted to portray, she wanted to tell that uh, given right to give their view as usual as they are allowed to take decisions regarding their life, but previously they were forced for the marriage. That means she wanted to say that there is a flexibility of taking decisions, but previously what the parents' decision, that was final. That was Supreme Court's decision, just like that. So that was the view of Adyasha Dubey. Do you have any other point? Or do you agree with it? Or do you want to expand the line? Left here, na? Jyoti, did I ask question for you?
Yes, sir. I am present, sir.
Answer the question.
Sir, in today's world, in today's reality, in the society, most of the people are choosing their life partners after meeting each other without
अरे
the
लाइफ
parents.
पार्टनर कौन रे लाइफ पार्टनर्स माने केतरा रे लाइफ पार्टनर 5टा 10टा
Sir, one.
एस करते तो लाइफ पार्टनर्स माने कोन लाइफ पार्टनर माने वन ना
A
तम हिसाब
single,
रे
sir,
लाइफ
single.
पार्टनर्स हम ठीक अछि लाइफ पार्टनर्स
No, sir. It's one life partner.
ओके हां यस कंटिन्यू हां
Without the permission of parents, today's young generation is choosing their life partner after meeting each other, and their parents are just there for to give the approval. And
yes that means your view is same as Dubey's view is right yes you are expanding few lines but the view is same as Dubey mentioned okay anybody else do you have any other view with regard to the question Oliva Priyadarshini Parida
Yes, sir.
yes do you have a say Biswajit और Oliva दी जण भितर के आंसर गोटे देला
Yes, sir, it is a different view.
you have a different view yes what is the view you have
Sir, about the Rangas.
yes what is the view you have just tell what is the view you have if you have a different view what is the view you just let us know because two of the students they mentioned the same line in their own words right so if you have a different view what is the view you have
Then here the narrator decides to means sir marry of Ranga to a suitable girl because he likes her.
yes narrator decided from the very beginning to the end right he decided he determined but the flexibility of choosing a girl right do you have any other view
No, sir, it's all depends on his.
whom mane the
About Ranga, sir.
question it depends on Ranga yes Ranga but Ranga choose the girl from his own side right
Yes, sir.
it
He
was
will only
not
the
the
one
decision
who
of
will
the
decide,
parents
sir.
yes so what is the other view you are talking about
No, sir, that same view means he will be choosing his life partner or liking him, something like that.
yes as you said the narrator had a big role in this yes he decided from the beginning and he determined not only decided determined him to first he wanted Ranga to marry then he thought that who would be the suitable girl for him and he thought that Ratna would be the suitable girl for him and he was very much determined yes done all the things but yes without any love or without any affection of the of Ranga how
Of her. No marriage could be there, sir.
yes it is not possible
Yes, sir. Without
right
love, marriage can be there. Yes, sir.
yes so that was that point that yes there was a flexibility and when the boy the Ranga chosen a girl here and they were allowed to go for marriage right that was the point yes but in between we can say that yes even though they have uh, they they loved but there was a role of the narrator who created the atmosphere created the context in which both of them they allowed to meet look or have few words right we can say this way okay anybody else any other points Oliva Priyadarshini Parida Anamika Kumari
Sir, Sir, ଲେଖୁଛି।
Okay, good, good.
Sir, Subrat Barik answer କହିବ sir, ସେ ମତେ message କରିଛୁ sir, Subrat Barik answer କହିବ sir.
Good, good, nice. ଭଲ ନା? Yes, anybody else? Sent. କାହାର ପହଞ୍ଚିନି? Subrat Barik yet to be reached. ଆଉ କିଏ ପଠେଇବ? Anybody else? ओके ठीक अछि, तीन जण जाकर व्यू सेम अछि, ଟିକେ नियर अबाउट गोटे जिंस ये ऐड कला विश्वजित की आको ये भितर तार भी गोटे रोल अछि, ठीक अछि. हाउ एनी अदर व्यू, एनीबॉडी एल्स? Okay, now the next question. Astrologers' perceptions are based on more on hearsay and conjecture than they have learned from the study of the stars. Comment with reference to the story. Yes, anybody else can answer the question?
Sir, can you repeat the
Sir,
question?
repeat the question.
Astrologers' perceptions are based more on hearsay and conjecture than what they learned from the stars, what they learned from the study of the stars. Comment with reference to the story. ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହିଦେବି ଯେ ଆଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲୋଜର ମାନେ जो भविष्यत कथा जो कहती से माने जे स्टार को कल्पना करी बा गणना करी माने ताको माने कंक्लूजन रे पहुंचती, बट हियर से माने गोटे लोक कथा सुनी के माने कहि दियंती ताको माने गोटे कंप्लीट सेंटेंस को जीवा पूर्व मनकर जने ताको बायस करदला, जने कहिला, they make the statement out based on it without reading the stars, without understanding the stars, the direction of the star. That was the meaning of the question. Yes, anybody else?
Yes sir.
Yes, answer the question.
Sir, it's all about, sir, in this story, sir, the astrologer is helping the narrator trick a young man into believing him that Ratna is the right choice for him, sir.
Do
According
you think that the astrologers, they believed in hearsay?
Yes
They
sir.
believed. Yes.
Yes sir.
How?
Sir, because astrologers' perception are moreover based on the hearsay and the conjecture that what they learn from the study of stars or something, sir. It was totally based on the hearsay and the conjecture, sir. What they've learned from the study of stars.
Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? हाँ कौन लिख लो in reality all people used to believe in astrologers more but according to me they might not have any proper idea about the correct calculation of future. It may be to quote his opinion, this including 2 sheets of paper. कौन कौन लिख लो लिभा बुझा पड़लानी किछि yes old people माने अधिक बिलीव करछंती ज्योति रंजन you are talking about yes any other view any other point based on the story yes पचार दोची Mona Lisa can you say a few lines at least 1 or 2 lines Mona Lisa Raut Rai
Yes, sir. Sir, I am writing.
you're writing okay from the beginning you are writing but not sending Abhipsa Achari Abhipsa Abhipsa can you hear me Adyasa Dubey Adyasa Dubey what is your view
Sir, I am writing it.
you're writing okay you write inside then kiye asila amaro Mukesh Omkar Patra Priyanka Priyadarshini likhiye pathao then the question comment on the influence of English the language and the way of life on Indian life as reflected in the story what is the narrator's attitude to English yes this is based on the language English yes anybody else Sanbhi Sanbhi kere Sanbhi Parija Sanbhi Parija
Yes, sir.
yes answer the question
Sir, please repeat it.
okay comment on the influence of English the language and the way of life on Indian life as reflected in the story what is the narrator's attitude to English
Can I get some time to think?
One more minute. We will make 3 different questions.
Yes,
Comment on the influence of English first. Comment on the influence of English in the story or in the village.
Sir, the influence of English has always been a great thing for the Indian culture and Indian society. And in the context of the story, it has really been like it has really been profitable for the character Ranga, and he has been an influential character.
How Ranga got profit out of English language? Is there any point in the story?
So because it showed has shown him like an educated individual. It helped him in various things in the story.
What
Second
helped?
point is wrong, sir.
What is the point? My view is that how English helped Ranga, and if he got any help out of it, what is the uh, pinpoint line we got from the story?
So I want some time to think about the question.
Okay, okay. And the second question, the language and the way of life. The language means the English language and the way of life, especially the village, right? Village of Mysore, we are discussing about. So what is the way of life and language, English language? Anybody else can make out few points of it? And question number 3, on Indian life as reflected in the story. And the question number 3, narrator's attitude to English.
Sir, what's the third question?
Narrator's attitude to English. Yes, anybody else? Mamata, Abhipsa. Yes. Anybody else? लिखी की पठाओ. Okay, narrator's attitude कौन थिला कहलो English में?
सर narrator को attitude बदली जाइतला से समस्त को respect दे कथा बोलते English
केमती
after higher studies.
केमती, what is the line you got from the story? English language ऊपर कौन narrator लिखी चंदी? Decades पूर्व कौन थिला गोटे situation टी अछि, right? He was also very poor in English. से भी गोटे word को बुझी पार नथिले, change word को he didn't understand the word change, right? Neither Rao nor the narrator understood the meaning of change, and that was the context, that was the situation happened. But after 10 years there was a change in the society, and one of the persons, son of accountant son, went to get education to Bangalore. That means वर्तमान सिचुएशन चेंज हो जाए, किंतु से समय जो समय मैं इंग्लिश जानि नथिलो बा पढि नथिलो बा एक करनथिलो, at that time the son went to go for went to get education. That was the situation of the village, and there was a change in the village in terms of understanding English language, right? Any other points you get about the attitude of the narrator for English language or influence of English language in the story? As one of the girls mentioned that beneficiary, the writer, the protagonist, Anga, yes, directly, but there is not a single pinpoint line there. But English language helped him in this way, or that way. But it is being believed in South India, people give more respect to English language. There was a connection of their way of life and English. Even though they are very much poor, but they use English, right? But the way the writer started writing with, the situation was there, they were unable to use, they were unable to understand the language English. But now the situation has changed. Most of the villages of South India, they're using English language. So there is a connectivity in their way of life as well as the language, uses of language, English language. Yes, anybody else? Yes, I got one answer. Who has written? Firstly, they were not having any knowledge about English, but now Ranga came to village back by doing his higher study. Then the situation was changed and they were able to, yes, use English language. Yes, good. So there was less knowledge, right? Even the writer, he was also poor. He was also very unaware of understanding or knowing English language. But there is a change a bit. People cannot speak or can use English language. So there was a change of using of language in the village. That was the question from my side. And this is the assignment. This is the homework for you. 4 questions you write. Okay, you write and submit to me. Right. So hope you will write, all of you. Hope you will send it to me. And I will ask 1-2 questions. Question number 1. What sort of clue did Shastri suggest on the girl's name? ଯେମିତି ଆମର କୁହନ୍ତିନି ମାନେ ଉତ୍ତର ଦିଗରେ ତମ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ କନ୍ୟା ମିଳିବ, କନ୍ୟା ପ୍ରାପ୍ତି ହବ, ଦକ୍ଷିଣ ଦିଗରେ ତମ ପାଇଁ ଜଣେ ପୁଅଟି ଅଛି. Just they have given few clues. So clue for girl's name. What was the clue the Shastri has given? Adyasa, Dubey.
Yes, sir.
What is the line which has given the clue? Something found in the ocean, right?
Yes, sir.
Something found in the,
Pachi, Moss, Pearl, Ratna.
yes. How does the narrator describe Ratna? Ratna mane?
Sir, the precious stone.
Kono? Big stone.
Female
precious
protagonist.
stone.
Kono? कौन कहले रे बुझे? How does the narrator describe Ratna? Ratna को केमते describe करथिले राइटर? Teenager थिला, 11 वर्षर झियो थिला. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Pretty थिला, right? From a big town थिला. थिला.
Good
voice,
singer.
sweetness थिला ता voice रे. Right? This was the elaboration, right? How? What kind of girl Ranga wanted to marry with? Ranga wanted to marry what kind of girl Ranga wanted to marry? Yes. Kohla Jio would be the perfect one according to Ranga. Precious stone bhaliya?
So he wanted to marry a mature girl.
Yes, mature and how the word use korichi? Mature and adorable, lovable. means good connectivity, connection, love, affection, right? Adoration, as well as maturity. 2 lines, 2 words. Yes. Younger wanted to marry mature, yes. So that girl can be able to understand all the problems. Yes, one is maturity, and the one is another word is there. Just have a look in the story. You will get it. You will get it. Okay, tomorrow time he gala. नहीं गिरे? How would word अच्छी देखो तमें. Adesha, you can look it. You can get it in the story.
Yes, sir.
Time he gala tomorrow अलगा माने teacher भी wait करते हुए. That's it for the day. Thank you all of you. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Welcome.